Hey everybody, today on Henry's HowTos, I'm going to show you how to make Persian Haleem. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing to do when making Haleem is we need to pre-soak our wheat. So what I've got in front of me here is 2 cups of whole wheat. We're just going to top this up with some cold water. And we're just going to go pretty much all the way to the top. Now we can leave this outside. It needs to soak for around 6 hours. In my case, I'm just going to do it overnight just to make it easier. Okay, so it's the next day now, so we can go ahead and start putting everything together. So what I've got in front of me here is 500 grams of lamb neck, which is just sliced. Now you can do this with beef as well, or very commonly with turkey. So that just comes down up to you. In my experience, it's more common with lamb. And you want to use meat that actually has the bone as well, because we want to cook this with the bone to preserve that flavour. So just into a pot, we're going to add that in. And I'm just going to add in 1 coarsely diced brown onion. Next we'll add in our whole wheat, which has been soaked. And we'll just add a pinch of salt to this, and just a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. All we're going to do now is just top this up with some cold water. Now basically you just want to have enough water to cover everything up. So let's move on to our stove. And all we're going to do now is just on a medium heat, we just want to simmer this for around 1.5 hours. Basically we just want to slow cook everything. Now there's not much we have to do, just come and stir every, say 10 minutes, just make sure it's not sticking. Okay, so once you got a gentle boil going, we're just going to lower the heat, just to low to medium. And as I mentioned, we're just going to simmer for around 1.5 hours. Now you can put the lid on if you like, but really it doesn't make a difference. Okay, so I'm at the 1.5 hour mark now. As you can see, most of our water has absorbed up, and our meat is nice and tender. And obviously our wheat is completely puffed up and cooked. So what we need to do now is remove all the bones from our meat. So to remove the bones, you can either just take the meat out and pull it apart, but because it's hot, it might be a little hard. Or you can just use 2 pairs of tongs like me, and just gently pull it apart like that. And just discard the bones. And obviously our meat is nice and tender, so we're ready to move on to the next stage. So guys, what we're going to do now is just add in 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I'm also going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of ground cardamom. I find that gives it a really good flavour. Now the next step is very simple. All we're going to do is use a stick blender to just mash this all up. Now you can put this into a food processor as well, but I find the problem with that is it sort of turns it into a liquid. We don't want to liquefy this, we just want to make it smooth and creamy. So if you do have a stick blender, use it. Okay, so you should end up with a nice consistency like this, pretty much similar to porridge. So if you're ready to serve guys, what I'm going to do is add in 1 tablespoon of butter. Now this is optional, you can obviously do it without. As for sweetness, you don't want this too sweet. I'm only going to add about 1 tablespoon of white sugar, just to give it a little touch of sweetness. Now you can also use brown sugar if you like. And that's the only things I'm going to add to it. Optionally you can add rose water as well. Or I have also seen this made by adding a bit of milk in as well, just to give it a bit more runniness. So realistically that comes down to you. So all I'm going to do at this point is melt the butter in. And I'm on a very low heat right now. So there we have it. I've just served it up into a small plate. And we're just going to dust some ground cinnamon on top. And as for a garnish, I'm just gonna add some whole walnuts. Just like so. And there we have it, that's how we make Haleem. I hope you like that, guys. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. If you've got any comments or suggestions, just leave them at the bottom and I'll see you all next time.